Fishing for muskies in ultra clear trout water can be super intimidating. Here are a few tips to shorten your learning curve.
There's a fish.
Right on. Good fish?
The first tip is to realize that these lakes have a very low density of muskies. The fish community typically includes lake trout, smallmouth bass, northern pike, some muskies, very rarely walleye, and then cisco, whitefish, and some perch as forage base.
It's a muskie, yeah.
There we go. We finally got a muskie. Muskie! Right on!
Given the low density of muskies, you really need to fish efficiently, fish the absolute best habitat.
Awesome.
The best stuff is going to be main basin. That's where the main forage is going to be, and that's where the biggest fish are going to be located.
Really bright, eh?
Great, yeah.
Very silver, gorgeous fish.
So we caught that muskie on a, what are these, who makes this? Waterwolf tube.
Waterwolf.
Caught that muskie on a waterwolf tube. As soon as it hit the water, chowed it. Short little fight. Perfect conditions right now, post-storm. We're gonna go look for another one.
That's a good sign though. Fish
Yeah,
back.
well at least they came off.
It's a fucking
Like,
great sign.
Yeah,
Yeah, should go on.
they're biting.
Fish are biting. Like,
And they're biting blades.
it's fantastic.
Like you don't normally, oh wow!
Fuck.
He's right there, keep going, figure eighting, figure eight. Stop the motor, Rob, stop the
Wow, what a cool strike. Too bad Ben missed that one.
You go.
Right out of the weeds. These are deep weeds, about 11 feet down and ranging out to about 17. You're gonna have to find these weeds in these trout lakes. They're not everywhere. In this case, the weeds are in a channel between basins, kind of a shallow channel down to about 20 feet. And like I said, the weeds aren't in the shallow areas. They're mostly out in about 10 feet of water. You're gonna look for the leafiest stuff. The thickest, leafiest stuff is the best habitat for both the pike and the muskies.
Looking pike, eh?
Look for your thickest patches close to deep water or channels.
Oh,
That's
pike
where your
just
muskies
came
are gonna hang out.
racing in.
Gotcha.
In this sequence here, we caught a bunch of pike, actually some big smallmouth bass, and then when we got out to the thick weeds, close to some really deep water, steep drop off,
You almost followed,
that's where the
man.
muskies were.
Muskie,
A couple nice follows here from some decent sized muskies.
faster. Go down deep, and then come up with something different there.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, go back.
In the super
Oh, yeah,
clear
here it comes.
water, these muskies show up great, but when they're in a neutral mood, right back down into the deep weeds.
Oh, you fucker. It's the second one, I think, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As a fisheries biologist, I find this next fall quite fascinating. We have a small muskie come in chasing Rob's bait, and then after a time, we see a larger muskie come in, and basically the small muskie skedaddles. This is normal in Esaw behavior.
Okay,
Pike muskies and pickerel,
just actually
the
stop.
larger fish displace smaller ones. Not normally agonistically. I think there is a bit of agonistic behavior here. The bigger muskie essentially chases the small one away, as opposed to the smaller one just leaving on its own. As a muskie or pike angler, you can use this knowledge to your advantage. If you come to a spot and you're catching lots of small pike, it's highly unlikely there's any large pike or muskie there. On the other hand, you come to a spot, fish are biting everywhere else, but in this spot it seems like it's devoid of small pike, not getting any action where you normally would. There's a very good chance that there's a big pike or muskie in that spot. I know when that scenario plays out, my instinct kick in, and I feel like there's going to be a bite from a big fish, and I put in that extra effort to make sure it
They're
happens.
fighting over us. I bet that strike was a muskie.
Probably was.
It was hard. It took a little drag.
Your muskie feeding activity is going to revolve around cisco movements, which are diurnal. They come up from the bottom into the thermocline at dusk and then go back down to the bottom at dawn.
Uncooperative that way.
So you're going to get your bite windows during these times, at night as well. But locate your muskies during the day and then hit them at dusk like we are here.
I got one going. Got him. You ready?
Yep. Oh, another nice little one.
Oh.
Yep. A little bit of a go there, eh? Perfect. Same size.
Yep.
Usual.
The usual.
Awesome. Way to go, Ducky. That's great.
He came aggressive.
He came. He came in hot. Okay. What a great, probably.
Oh yeah, another
In the
cute
sun.
little guy. Yeah. Perfect.
How's that, eh? Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Pretty little thing, eh? Back?
Back she goes. I'm gonna come to the back with you.
Take your time, Duncan.
Yeah.
Tell me when you're ready. Good to go? Tell me when.
Yeah, that's good now.
Good to go? Good to
I
go?
think so.
Okay. She's gonna go right away. She's green. Look at that beautiful release, eh? Man, these muskies have been, they've gone away clean, eh?
Yeah.
All of them have been unharmed and perfect, which is so sweet when that happens. That was great, man. That was awesome, eh? That was sweet. Good stuff.
Expecting one actually. I like the looks of this thing.
We're fishing some main lake islands here, some island clusters and individual islands. The more diverse the habitat around the islands, the better. Steep drop-offs are really good.
Yeah.
Ledges,
That's all it
big
is. Yeah.
boulders.
That's all he was on.
Definitely, if
Exactly
you have some
what we
rock
just fished,
piles
what
and
he was
some
on.
reefs come off the islands, even better.
Essentially.
And of course, saddles that have some weeds on them, really a good trade. It's not that main lake islands are the only place the muskies are, but it's going to be your best place to contact muskies in a lake trout type lake. The big basins are where the Cisco and lake trout are going to be, and that's going to be where you're going to find your biggest muskies. As far as baits, the really only big difference between any other Northwestern Ontario lake is that the fish can see the baits from a long ways away. So just adjust accordingly. You don't need big, huge, flashy baits necessarily to get the attention of some muskies.
Oh, fish on.
Good one?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, looks like a good fish.
Pretty good.
That's a muskie.
Probably.
That's a muskie.
Could be. Nope. Yeah, it's a muskie.
Damn right. That's a good little muskie.
Woo!
Way to go, Dunk. That's the kind of muskie we get in this lake.
Yeah.
That's how we do it. Hey?
Little guy.
34 inches all day.
Not the one that we saw though. Not at all.
It's a different muskie.
Oh yeah.
How pretty it is. By the way, totally unharmed, eh? Isn't that
Yeah,
nice?
awesome cutting hooks.
So cutting hooks is the key. Like what a pretty little muskie, eh? Gorgeous little
Cute.
thing.
Awesome.
Cute as can be. Leopard spots. A little damage on its bottom fin. What would that be from spawn?
Probably, yeah.
From the spawn still. A little
Yeah.
damage. Gorgeous. Back in.
All right, back in right away. Yeah,
That's
let's let it go.
You're probably mad. Is that too long? I'm nervous, Duncan. You're a bit of a.
That's
You're kind of picky on how these things are handled.
very little time out of the water.
You want them to live, I think, don't you?
Want her to get bigger.
She's good, dude. She's good.
Behind that.
She's good. Look at that. Gorgeous. Down she goes. Back down to her rock pile, which is one pattern. Rock piles.
Rock piles, yeah, and weeds.
If you can find them in these clear trout lakes, not a lot of weed.
No.
But the weeds you find,
They're there.
they're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have faith through there, eh?
Well, the Suic got that one, and that Suic's been done well for me, and it's kind of gonna have to be retired for the time being. It's pretty well used, that thing.
Suic might outlive you. That's not saying a lot, but
That Suic's got a couple.
or
of
me or you, because we're getting old. But that Suic's got some history. Well, let's get another one done.
All right, yeah, let's go.
Is it a bad sign when the clouds are going around in a circle?
It was a bite window. It is a bite window.
It might be a bite window right now. It also might be like a pine box window. We don't get off the lake. Holy, look at that. That's a biblical looking sky, eh?
That's crazy, man.
But Duncan, this could be with the big 50 bites. Hey?
Well, we never did get a big muskie, but we did go lake trout fishing and caught some lake trout. Make sure when you go to a lake trout lake,
Bigger one,
go lake trout fishing. They're super fun to catch. Just look for a ball of Cisco's in over 60 feet of water, and there's sure to be a lake trout not far
Yeah, it's fighting
behind.
like a whitefish. The way it's fighting right now. Over. It's 107 feet, so it's going to be a little while. 310, baby. 310. Better rate than the last one we got.
There it is.
Good one, dude.